everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's it going tonight, Jay? Saw Arsenon in here briefly. Gotta get my Switch 2 controller out of the way here. Goodness. We're here for get these back on up here. Those away. Boom, done. What's on the agenda for tonight? Well, baby's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so can't stay up too incredibly late. Plan is to stream until the wife gets home. And we have some last few levels to go through today. I also managed to find some hidden items that I don't believe I ever grabbed. So we are going to try to grab those today. Got a max revive. There it is, full restore. Always good to find a hidden items. You've forgotten where most of them are. Yeah, I just completely forgot to grab these ones, gonna be honest. Oh. I need to be in the third row. What good was the item finder? Honestly, I never really used the item finder after a certain point. The only thing that this is actually going to do is make it so that we can evolve Dragonite that much faster. I think I already got the max revive. That means I need to go for the other item. Should be right here on this side somewhere. There's the PP up. One last place. There it is, max elixir. Never hurts to have a fully evolved dragon, this is true. question is, will we make it to level 50 before going to the Pokemon Center? Especially in a generation without fairy types. True. And all of the ice types are weak against a move that said dragon can learn. Like, I'm not sure that there's an ice type in Gen 1 that isn't also water type. Oh yeah, Ice Psychic. That's true. I still think Jinx did so dirty when they didn't give her a Mega Evolution, and when they didn't give her the Mr. Mime treatment. Hello there, Wes. Yeah, Flamethrower sorts out Jinx, and I'm pretty sure Dragonite can learn Flamethrower. Hey, we're not supposed to have the grass badge showing right now. What are you doing, badges? Come on now. We're not even supposed to have these badges showing. What are we doing? Yes, either the Magmar, Electabuzz treatment or the Mr. Mime treatment. They're both weird. Because, like, Mr. Mime, Mime Jr. Jinx, Smoochum. To be fair, we had Smoochum before we had Mime Jr. But we also had Magby and Elekid at the same gen, so I guess Jinx is closer associated to Magmar and Electabuzz than to Mr. Mime. Big W. We in here. How's it going? It's going well. How about yourself? And Mr. Mime got a Galar form with an evolution. Yes, he did. Getting excited, Big W. We are going to evolve a Dragonair today, one way or another. Yeah, part of it's the controversy behind Jinx, but the other part of it's just Jinx got done dirty. Who's excited for Dan to Dan Season 2? There is a thought connection there, just letting you guys know I'm not completely crazy and insane. Like, there was a synapsis bridge that was made from Jinx to Dan, and it has to do with yokai. Because Jinx needs to evolve into a full-on yokai. A yokai is the main enemy in the first part of Dan. Dan's getting a Season 2. Pretty excited about it. You're bored AF. We've been getting rained out at work, so you're losing your mind at the house? Dang. Even started a 100-page coloring book. Work in construction or something of the like there, Big W? Since you said you've been getting rained out. You're going to have to watch some Dan to Dan. You're still trying to catch up on Pantheon, though. Never heard of that one. Actually, I think I have. Pantheon is about uploading human consciousness into computers. Definitely haven't heard of it then. Dragonair grew to level 50. That means we can save. We can use an item. We can use rare candies. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. Dragonair is trying to learn Hyper Beam. But Dragonair can't learn more of the 4 moves. Delete an older move to make room for Hyper Beam? I think we should. Not learn Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam's gonna take care of like so many things, but its power points are lackluster. I need Ice Beam to make it through Lance. Like, that's my whole plan. Thunder Wave is just too important. There's our derpy yellow dragon. Can always sacrifice Slam. Yeah, that's what we had to do. So now we can cross off Dragonite, but we're not removing a number from the list because now I need to recover my Dragonair. Hey, Starkiller, welcome. Well, that did not go as expected. Doing well, Starkiller. How about yourself? might have to do some level topping off at Victory Road that I didn't account for. You're good. You got the day off tomorrow since you finished everything today and don't start the new house till Wednesday. I have tomorrow off as well. Hoping to grab the nephew, bribe them to babysit my kiddos for tomorrow, and see if I can get a good long stream in. You have the next 2 days off? Nice, everybody's off. Who works Tuesdays? Not us. My wife does. So, about 3 or 4 years ago, when the Super Mario 3D collection, 3D All-Stars came out, and they released it for a limited time only, I took a gamble. I bought it. Bought a second copy of it, kept it sealed. Today it sold for $100, so I doubled my money over the time period of 4 years. Took a gamble, paid off. Pretty nice. Yeah, she works on Tuesday. But because of that, we don't have to pay for childcare when we are both at work at the same time for that limited 9 hours a week. Wish you would have gotten that game, but you wasn't playing games at that time, so you missed it. I heard Mario and limited time, so I bought 2 because that's what I was comfortable with at the time. Kind of like the Switches back here, you know, the 2 of them. The trick to buying things hoping to sell them for more is not to do it with things that you wouldn't want to have if you couldn't sell them anyways. That makes the pressure to sell them non-existent. Posted my Switch 2 and its price on Facebook Marketplace. Not even minutes went by before I got my DM slammed with hate. It was hilarious. It made my day. But I do think I'm going to end up returning one of them. Simply because I don't want to deal with selling it on eBay. Don't want to risk that potential chargeback and being out that much money. Not a sound business plan. Yeah, people are acting crazy over the scalping of the Switch 2, especially when you could probably find them in store nearby because people say they are stocked in most stores. That's what I've heard. I've heard that the stock was not as dire as it was anticipated for pre-order selling out and whatnot. Time to go to a mountain, start selling Magikarp. Exactly. Yeah, no, I deliberately was like, hey, if I can, great, whatever. If I have to return it, that's fine too. I'm not out money. If I have to keep it, that's okay too. Sucks a little bit, but I'm okay with having two personal Switch 2s. I permanently have a Switch docked on my deck, and I take one to on my desk, and I take one to work too. So if I do that with the Switch 2, that's okay. Eventually, there's going to be a Pokemon game on there that I want to shiny hunt, and I'm going to need two Switches in order to expedite the process. So it's not like if I gave my wife one and I kept two, I'm inconvenienced. It's just that hurts the wallet temporarily, is all that does. You know your area is sold out, but you have a massive unemployed population that loves scalping card games and Cardinals and Blues tickets so that they don't have to get a real job. Wait until October to buy a Switch 2, hoping for a Pokemon edition. And ZA is really the only game you want right now. That's fair. A lot of people are going that route. Wait until there's actually a game on the Switch to play. I'm hoping for some early adopter bonuses. I have to go toss a toddler in a bed. He's decided that sleep is optional. Which, to his credit, he took a nap, like, at 4 and woke up at 6 with Grandma. So, I picked him up at 6:30. So he's not tired that much. We try to go to bed at 8. I don't think that's happening. But he's turned on his light, he's flopped on his floor, and he's rolling around. Pennsylvania has a very low unemployment rate. Some businesses are actually recruiting new employees from prisons and training them while they are incarcerated. Wow. That's pretty impressive that it's that low. Saw a video today of someone at a pawn shop and they had two Switch 2s priced at $700. You thought that was kind of crazy? A little bit. Little bit. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Live in St. Louis. It's just a scumbag city. People from out of town get robbed all the time because so many people don't want to really work. That's a huge problem. Wonder how much the special edition Switch 2s will be because they are already expensive. You can imagine Pokemon ones selling for less than 600. I think the special edition ones still sell for the regular price outside of scalping. Oh yeah, I would expect the difference of the game then. That makes sense. I would like the special Pikachu edition of the Nintendo Switch. My wife has the Animal Crossing edition of the Nintendo Switch. Love that. I would also like the Scarlet and Violet OLED. I also kind of want the Splatoon OLED too, but so far I'll stick with my base OLED and my Zelda OLED. You really wanted the Legend of Zelda edition of the Switch? Gold Triforce looked amazing. Are you talking about that Switch Lite up there? Or I got the Tears of the Kingdom one, and that doesn't have a Triforce on it. Like, this Nintendo Switch Lite box has been opened, but only to get the Nintendo Online out of it for my wife. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just bought the online so I could keep the box sealed. You do have an old Haunter sticker that you could apply to your Switch too. Love it. Shoot, if you wait long enough, by the time you get your Switch 2, Jay, you could probably get a Haunter case for it. Like, Haunter skin. Like, showed you guys that I did a custom skin shell on my Switch. Two of my base model Switches, I have Pokeball themed Switches. Just gotta get yourself a Switch 2 version. You can dream, Harold. You've got a Gengar 1 on your Switch too. You're gonna put more on, but need to cut them to make them fit perfectly. Ooh, solid. You put stickers on your Switch too, Starkiller? You got the special Mario Switch with the 2 red Joy-Cons. I kind of want that Switch as well. I just want to collect all of the Switches. It's my guilty pleasure. I would also love the Pokemon Edition Game Boy Color. That would be legit. Catch 'em all, the Switch version. Exactly. You get it. You put the few Pokemon stickers you got from the tins and stuff on the Switch 2 dock. My brain will not allow me. Too many things as a kid I put stickers on. Or got that had stickers on, and I tried to take the sticker off, and there was always that gooey residue permanently stuck to it. It's like, I can't. I can't deal with it. Get back in bed, dude. You'll have to play Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch too. You always seem to put off starting. You could take them off with like isopropyl alcohol if you want. But then again, you like the way it looks. If one ever starts to fade, you'll peel it off and put a new one over it. That's fair. That would work. That's one way to save some money, Starkiller. Oh shoot. That Spearow's going to end me. Switch training is the worst. Can I just say that? If I haven't already said that enough. The literal worst. Got 7 more levels of this nonsense. Getting 50% experience points on these bad boys. Using the EXP all has issues too. Yeah, can you imagine your EXP going 6 ways and how slow that would be just to get a level on a Pokemon? But like everybody's getting EXP, but still. What I liked about Gen 3 is that you could give your Pokemon the XP share and still switch train so that they could get 3/4 of the battle EXP instead of just half. You can just have 2 Pokemon in your party. That would at least save time swapping out, wouldn't it? Jay, I think you might be onto something there. Water pew-pews. What have I done? Streams reconnecting. Seem to have worked. You're usually full of helpful suggestions and played a lot of red version. Think the next time we go to the Pokemon Center, we might have to make some changes around here. In fact, let's do it. The XPL is in the gatehouse of Route 15 upstairs. It's actually in my item box. If I remember correctly. It's a pretty decent place for it. Did I heal myself? Yes, I did. Boom, boom. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. You know what? I don't know as I would say that that's actually faster because I'm getting half of the EXP that I normally would have from switch training. $164, 82, 82. It's faster for my main Pokemon, I suppose. Put the other in front, switch them out. Let's see what that does. I would believe that this one's just going to split it 50-50 still. But let's find out. Yeah. It's doing the same thing with more steps. It was a valiant effort, though. Like, it had the potential to be life changing. Actually. I should have 2 slowpokes. To level up. Oh, 1 slowpoke's at the daycare. That's right. I remember. That's a good question. Which one is slower? Ew, I have to get Slowpoke to level 37. It's so gross. It's gonna take forever. On the bright side, Poliwag number 2 of 3 only has 5 more levels. Boo, boo, doo. Do 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 do. Go to sleep, bud. I have some angry kids. Yeah, he has a lot to say. He's in there just chatting. Probably chief among those is, Dad, shut up, I'm trying to sleep in here, but I'm no longer streaming into his walls, so that's, we've made improvement. I really don't think he's gonna go to sleep until after 10. Like, he was allowed to go to sleep way too late in the day. But he was tired, so like, you either deal with him screaming because he needs a nap, or you deal with him staying up late. And I think staying up late's the better call, because under normal circumstances, I would just get to sleep in tomorrow and stay up late streaming, but we have a doctor's appointment for the baby, so I don't get to sleep in. There's a good chance at least we'll get one of the polywogs leveled up. To evolve into a Poliwhirl. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So I still have accurately 11 left, which is good. Wow, we only need 2 more likes? We've needed 2 more likes since like the beginning of the stream, I think. Not been a popular stream. Mondays are difficult for everyone, even orange cats. Especially orange cats. Every day is difficult for my orange cat. She lives in a constant state of crisis. Self-inflicted mostly, but... There's that 14th like. Must be Jay Reynolds' alt. Then again, we did have a 9th concurrent viewer pop in about the same time, so still could be Jay Reynolds' alt. In full honesty, you don't have any alts. Right. It's the official story anyways. I won't tell YouTube. Should get some. Alts are actually detrimental to channels. As much as they help on the surface, in the actual functionality of things, they hurt. Oh, nose, why are you so itchy? Oh, Spiro, why you growl? You're a bird, you can't growl. Hi, cat. So glad to be your cushion. You barely function on the best of days, even on a surface level. That was me today. I was functioning at surface level, no doubt. On autopilot, just coasting through as best we can. I set my bot, our virtual assistant, live this morning and spent the day making sure that it was behaving correctly. Not misbehaving, but behaving correctly. Ouch. That peck actually hurt quite a bit. The future paradox form of brass coin, iron coin? Could be. What would the future paradox form of sludge bomb be? Or maybe sludge bomb would be a past paradox. Toxic bog. Ooh, refer to it as radiation for a future paradox. I take it. Neon purple and electric green go so well together. That they do. Same with like electric blue and neon pink. Somebody's rehearsing for a speech back there. It's not very coherent what's being talked about, but he's talking. He is Sir Jabberjaws. No one understands anything that's said. Fair. Mm-hmm. So shiny Scarlet team, good for Ariados to tackle Brassius, and a Houndoom will come in handy. Might also want to pick up an Annihilate if you get a chance. Facts. Definitely gonna need a Tinkaton. I gotta think about Gita's King Gambit. Dark Steel. Fighting is gonna be crucial. Fairy is gonna get wrecked by the steel. Dark is gonna get wrecked by, or Ghost is gonna get wrecked by the dark. Houndoom is dark fire, so the dark kind of neutral out. Could be good. At least I think it's dark steel. Now I'm questioning my existence. My cat is a menace. Fire, fighting, and fairy will be okay. And if you use Terras and have the right held items, Gita is a pushover. Yeah. True that she is. Mainly because she doesn't use her King Gambit correctly. Honestly, that whole Elite Four is kind of a pushover. Shame on them for reusing Larry. But it does make sense as to why he feels overworked. He's a gym leader and a member of the Elite Four, depending on what team he uses. I don't think that's ever really been done before. Just make Nimona a gym leader. She likes battling. She'll do it for free, I'm sure. Give that kid an internship or something. Or make Nimona an Elite Four member since she's creamed him like a few times. That also makes sense. That is not the move I wanted to use. You keep using that mirror move, Spiro. I love it. It's way better than Growl. all of the gym leaders have serious upgrades in their teams in the post game. Makes sense. It's kind of needed. Can't have them be pushovers forever. I don't think I actually did too many of the post-game battles. I keep scrolling through Facebook and seeing all of the crap going on for the Harry Potter world. I think it's insane. Ooh, that's not gonna go over well. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that, Doduo. No, 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 no. The last time it hits. Last time. Well, I guess it's the last time it hits. Ooh. Real crazy. The entire Polywog line doesn't learn any fighting moves by leveling up in Gen 1. That's ludicrous. No, Starkiller. With J.K. Rowling, first and foremost, like there's a bunch of issues going on right now, I guess, but J.K. Rowling's getting a lot of heat for doubling down on her views on trans everything. Tom Felton getting backlashed for saying, you know what, it's not my, doesn't affect me what she believes. I'm gonna do me. She can do her. Like, you know, just being neutral about it. He's getting backlashed for it, for not like outing her like the rest of the trio did. And then HBO catching heat for casting Papa Isu. Or Papa Isu as Snape. The biggest one right now is the outcry for them casting Papa Isu as, I'm slaughtering that name, I'm sure, but as Snape. Because it's a black actor playing a very arguably described white character, and people are losing their marbles. Yeah, that's what most people are saying. They're Star Killer. Fictional character or not, if they don't look anything like the character, they probably shouldn't be playing the character. Unless they're going to be made to look like the character to keep it accurate. Like, for all we know, they could be doing some makeup out the wazoo. But that's 7 seasons of heavy makeup if they do it. What character should I play? None of them, because I suck at acting. Most people are saying he's a good actor. He's no Snape. Give him the role for Kingsley Shacklebolt is what people are saying in regards to that. They're saying he could make a stellar Kingsley Shacklebolt. Brascoigne can play Dobby. Yes. I could probably pull off Dobby, not gonna lie. And I think a lot of people's beef with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter does have black characters in it. That's fine. That's wonderful. It's that Harry innately from the get-go has no reason to not like Snape, and then casting him as a black male actor just creates a whole interesting screenplay of the one black teacher at Hogwarts Harry just innately hates for no articulable reason other than he is who he is. Like, Harry doesn't have a legitimate reason until, like, book 5 for not liking Snape. It's kind of a problem. Kind of like the new Batman series, where he died and new Batman becomes... Wait, what? Oh, gotcha. Just make a new character. I thought that was Batwoman. Batgirl. That was in the Arrowverse, wasn't it? Like, I don't think he can't play Snape. I just think that not only is it going to be filling like large shoes to fill for Alan Rickman doing a tremendous job at Snape, but and maybe that's why they went that direction is there's no way that we can replace Snape as Snape. So they're trying to distance Snape as much as possible from Alan Rickman because you just can't compare. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Batwoman is Catherine Kane. You'll have to look into this new series. You couldn't finish that Batman series because it was horrible. You don't know if you made it like 4 or 5 years ago. Batman died and she was Batgirl and decided to fill in his shoes and she took the Batman name. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think what their vision for casting him as Snape was to try and distance him from Alan Rickman's memory with that role. Cuz like any of the characters, right? Any of the characters, Harry, replace him, whatever, fine. Daniel Radcliffe did an amazing job. But the love isn't there, right? The attachment isn't there. It's not like, oh, you replaced our golden trio. How tragic. Um, Minerva McGonagall. Yeah, you know, the actor did a tremendous job at playing McGonagall. That's great. But like, nobody's griping or crying or outraging about any of the cast picks for those characters because their performance level wasn't as necessary for the character. Like Alan Rickman is easily the like most highly praised actor for the Harry Potter series, I would argue. Like that's the character that most people liked the most out of that series. There's two things you love, and it's Star Wars and Batman. They have ruined them both. Uh, uh. The thing that like has me dying right now, all right, is Marvel. So like Marvel does have a canonical reason for this decision, right? So like I can't throw any hate or shade their way. HBO be over here being like, you know what? We're gonna do Black Snape. Marvel's on the other side going like, okay, hear us out though. HBO's getting hate for Black Snape. What if we do White Black Panther? Huh? Huh? Ryan Gosling? Black Panther? Let's do it. I just think it's freaking hilarious. Granted, in the comic books, apparently T'Challa did have a kid that was white, so like there is a legitimate reason for this to happen. Not to mention the multiverse and everything like that. Like, easily explainable. You saw the white Black Panther and you don't approve of that at all for the same reason. They made his image a black African man and you believe it should stay that way? Yeah? Yep. And I think that's part of the dynamic that is going on is, yeah, there is still outrage that they're making that casting decision, even though there is a legitimate comic book reason for why it's occurring. Whereas the Snape issue has no precedent or valid reason for it. Like, I do think it's a disservice to change the character to fit. I feel like I've seen a YouTube meme spoof of that idea, Star Killer. I don't know. Maybe Papa can be a great Professor Snape, but I think HBO did him a huge disservice actually offering him the job because of all the backlash he's going to face, because he doesn't fit the book description of the character. He's doomed from the beginning, and it's going to take some amazing performance to try to get the hardcore Harry Potter fans to accept it. The Rough Rowdy Boys are already a part of the Powerpuff Girls story. Yeah. Male counterparts to the female protagonists. Yeah. I remember that episode. Mojo Jojo. But since Starkiller brought it up, the only thing that's going through my head is do 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 do. I swear that show always came on like right before Yu-Gi-Oh, right after Dragon Ball Z, after Dexter's Laboratory, sometime around Ed and Eddie. Like, there was this block that you had to hit. Technically, they're not even human. Ooh, I like this song. Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls, I don't know what exactly they are and how the professor actually managed to create them. It is a mystery. Your sisters were obsessed with Powerpuff Girls, so you got hooked on it also? My cousins were always over, and it was on Cartoon Network, so if we were watching Cartoon Network, it got watched at some point. I've never been too impressed with Fire Spin, but I know I definitely don't need Growl. In Dexter's laboratory. Yeah, I don't know the rest of the words of the song. Have I just been... I've just been grinding Charizard this entire time. Haven't I? That's embarrassing. You guys said nothing for easily the last 20 minutes. Yeah, Starkiller, that's where I'm at. Like, he plays it, he doesn't play it. I'm gonna watch it anyways. I don't care, one way or the other. He could knock it out of the park. He could do a tremendous job. But I think the cards are stacked against him in this regard. And I think he's getting set up for failure. I want to be proven wrong, though, for his sake. Say nothing. Let him make as much of a spectacular fool of himself as possible for the content. It's all for the content, right? $50 to play Snape. Might as well. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg can play Voldemort. Mainly because I want to hear Snoop Dogg say Avada Kedavra. Oh, that would be gold. Then again, we could have Snoop Dogg play Dumbledore. That could be pretty great. You didn't know that when you hit the chicken in Zelda, eggs pop out? I don't recall ever hitting a chicken and having an egg pop out. Oh, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you hit it too many times, disaster. Snoop Dogg as Dumbledore would be hilarious. Could we get Fluffy as Rubius Hagrid? There is a strategy to weaponize the cuckoos against Ganon, and they actually do pretty decent damage too. We need to sit down and come up with a perfect Harry Potter parody cast. Oh, it's fabulous. There's videos all over YouTube about it, Starkiller. Ron Weasley can be Lil Pump. I actually have never heard of that person. Can we get like Matt Rife to play Tom Riddle? Dwayne Johnson as Hagrid. Kevin Hart as Dean Thomas. Do Dave Chappelle? I bet. But Dave Chappelle's got to be Kingsley. Dean Thomas is a kid, so that was kind of more of a jab at Kevin Hart. Scarlett Johansson is McGonagall. I do gotta say though, the casting for the trio, Ron, Harry, and Hermione, seems legit. I don't have any beef there. I think that's a pretty good call. I don't know if I saw who they got to play Draco. I don't know if that's been announced yet. The fact that we have 15 concurrent viewers right now and we're having potentially like the most off-hinge conversation we've ever had on the channel. Liam Neeson is Ollivander. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is gold. Oh, oops. Sorry, Polywog. That was disrespectful. The wand chooses the wizard, Harry. It's not always clear why. Who do we got to get for Gilderoy Lockhart, though? Zac Efron? I'm not familiar with that name, Jay. Never seen the show, Barry. The show's name is just called Barry? Charlize Theron as Dolores Umbridge. Who's Charlize? She's not that girl from The Last of Us, is she? Seriously, the fact that we have 14 people watching this train wreck unfold and only 2 people commenting and egging it on is mind-blowing. It's a comedy about a guy that is a hitman and he's getting burnt out and runs into an acting class and he wants to become an actor and it's just crazy the whole time. Okay. Somehow that premise kind of sounds familiar. You and Jay are always the stars of the show. Yeah. Basically. Somebody's gotta be. Why is everybody trying to cast Tom Holland in Pokemon live action movies? You put it on to have something to fall asleep to, and you binge watched it until work. That is brutal. Theo Vaughn for Mr. Filch. I could see it. Alright, just a heads up. We are going to end stream any moment now. We're waiting for the wife to start unlocking the door, basically. I don't know when that will be, but just a heads up, it's coming. Basically, Jay. Seriously though, in that whole spiel, in that whole conversation, Liam Neeson as Ollivander was like the top tier winner of the conversation. Easily. William Dafoe is Sirius Black. Sorry, Willem Dafoe. You did your best to fight the autocorrect. Autocorrect is the bane of our existence, I swear. It's worse than Nightbot. Danny DeVito is Professor Flitwick. Miley Cyrus could probably do a good Luna Lovegood. Or Tonks. Speaking of Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana was a pretty good show back in the day. But, like, I haven't seen or heard anything from Emily Osmond in, like, so long. Sometimes you, like, wonder what some of these stars get up to. Yes, Bruce Willis is Mad Eye Moody, absolutely. Case closed. Like, Justin, the actor who plays Justin from Wizards of Waverly Place. Haven't seen him in a long time. Charlie Sheen is Ron's dad. Like, the longer we're at this, the more I realize that, like, overall, the cast of Harry Potter was just ginormous. Like, throughout all 8 movies, the extras, the characters, there are so many of them. Wifey Coin must have got Babyface some food. Or a new Binky. She hitting home kind of late. Maybe? No. We are switch training Dratini. Had me worried for a second, though. I just keep going back and forth on whether or not I'm leveling up Charizard or Persian. Persian is the better choice. Make more money. Well, I do need to get Persian up to high 50s, low 60s before the Elite Four at some point, so. I am going to be going through the Elite Four with Persian. You think work has been killing you by Swayze? Yeah, a little bit. You missed out on like a completely unhinged conversation too. Unless you were lurking in the background the entire time. Aaron, I've been messaging you on Discord, man. See? Message. Haven't had time to watch or do anything for a month, it feels like. Yeah, that money though. If I can teach Earthquake to Persian, it will absolutely wreck Agatha. I think I had the Earthquake TM at one point. Let me double check. Oh, nope. In the original Pokemon games, Generation 1, TM is found on Route 22. You need to use Surf near the end of the route to access a stone moving puzzle. That don't sound right. Tenth floor, southwest room. Let's hope I haven't sold it yet. Surely I didn't sell it. I think I totally sold it. I totally sold it. Well, anyways. TM26. We will restore Pokemon, check the box, save, and end the stream. Yep, I don't have it anymore. We might have to do some shenanigans to get that back. Got it. Well, we shall save again and end the stream. Aaron, I will chat with you on Discord.